Good morning. Welcome, Grandma Roseanne, and we are gonna make corn chowder. Oh, it is so good. And if you did really well with the corn you were growing this year, hat off to you. I killed my corn. We did not get any. So I went to our little market, it's a farm stand actually close by, and I bought the corn because I wanted it fresh, straight off the stalk, and that's exactly what I got. Okay. Now, what I'm going to be using here is going to be eight corn, uh, 8 ears of corn. Now, I have already taken quite a bit off here. I just didn't want you to have to watch me do all that. So this is the way that I do it. A lot of different ways to do it. But typically, just cut down one side like that. Lay it down, another side. You just keep rolling it over and just keep cutting it down, just like that. So easy. That way you don't have it flying all over the kitchen. Now, this is really important here. You want to milk it. So you bring that down just like that, and you're getting all the corn milk that's in there, and that is going to be incredible flavor for the soup that we're making. This is a wonderful soup that you can make now. I'm also going to can it, so we will have it for a very, very long time. Now these cobs, and this is really what I'm going for here, the cobs are important, you guys. They hold so much flavor. So what I have here is 8 cups of water. I put all 8 corn cobs in there. I have put in 2 sprigs of thyme, and I'm using 1.5 of kosher salt. Now we're going to bring this up to a hard boil, and then I'm going to reduce it, and then we're going to cover it, and it's going to cook for about an hour. And what it's going to do, this is the base of the sauce that we're going to have. This is the base of the chowder. It has so much flavor, and these cobs, oh my gosh, they've got so much flavor in them. So I'm going to put this on. We're going to reduce it. There's 8 cups now. We should end up with about 4 cups when we're done. So I will be back in probably about an hour. Bay leaf. Bay leaf is good for everything. So I'm putting 2 bay leaves in there. I just didn't want you to not put it in. All right, now we're back up, getting ready to boil. Well, we have been at this for about an hour, and so it should have reduced from that 4 cups down to 2. And you want to be able to check it. You want to definitely make sure that you don't have more than 2 cups in here, simply because it's going to reduce the flavor of the rest of the chowder. So we're hoping we're at about 2 cups. Get rid of these cobs because they have given us about all that they have to give. Now we have herbs in here, and we have bay leaves in there, and that you don't want that in your soup. So we're going to put it through this strainer, capture the liquid, and keep your fingers crossed that we've got 2 cups. There, I should be able to do it now. See, this was all the stuff we got out of there, which was, oh my God, look at that. Look at that, you guys. Right on the money. Right on the money. So happy that that was right at 2 cups. All right, let me get the rest of it going. I'll be right back. What I have in our saucepan here, because we have our liquid, which is done, and it's really flavorful. I think you're going to really like it. But now we need to deal with the corn. So again, this is 8 ears right here. And what I have put in here is 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, all the corn goes in. Changes can occur in the kitchen when needed, all right? This is not going to be adequate simply because I don't have enough space on the bottom of this pot. That way I'll be able to control it better, and I won't have corn everywhere in my kitchen. Ouch. Much better. Now I can control it, because what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to continually stir this. We want that butter all incorporated in there, okay, which it is. And now we want salt and pepper in here. So I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Now we're going to let this cook at a rather medium-high heat, and that's going to be until all of the juices are extracted here. So we're looking at probably about 15 minutes of this cooking. So periodically I'll come back in and stir it, but I will come back when we are at the right consistency. Okay? Thank you. That's perfect. There we go. I've added 2 tablespoons of butter, and now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sherry. You can use white wine. The sherry really gives it a nice depth of flavor though. And then you want to deglaze the pan like this. Get all that fond that's on the bottom. 2 potatoes that I have chopped and diced. 2 sticks of celery. And 1 small onion. And I would think that would be 1 small onion. All right, so we're going to let this just cook until it's tender. So that's going to be about 10 or 12 minutes. And then we will be back for more fun and games. All right, see you back in 10 or 12 minutes. And celery and potatoes are good. Now we're going to add our broth that we savored. Going to add the corn, which smells fantastic. And I'm going to reserve a little bit of it for chopping. There. This really smells wonderful. And I'm going to add some chicken stock. We're going to let that heat up just a little bit. Very, 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 very close to being done here. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, well, we want this chowder to be thick. So we are going to make it thick. Pour it back in. And it has totally thickened our sauce once again. Oh, this is nice. You've got chunks in there. You've got the pureed part in there. Check as you go. I think it needs just a little bit more liquid. Gonna let it cook down a little bit more. But we're getting very close to testing. Testing and tasting. Best part of all. No, actually, you know what I think the best part is? When you can serve it to friends or your family and they enjoy it. To me, that's really the best part. All right, give me another 5 minutes. What we have here is a hearty, hearty chowder. And I have a lot of it. So I'm going to can this. But I really love the finishing touch to chowder. So I'm going to kick it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is get another saucepan. I'm going to put the chowder in. And then I'm going to add heavy cream. Now, it completely changes the entire consistency when you add that cream. It is rich, it is flavorful, and it is delicious. Now, the reason I did this is that I want to can all of that, and you cannot can anything that has dairy in it. So this has no dairy, this does. So after I can that, when we decide to have chowder again, I'll just open up the jar. I'll add some heavy cream to it at that time. So it's looking very, very, very good. Let me kick it up a little bit. And I think we are about ready. Oh gosh, that's good. Are you ready? I'm ready. So the chowder is here, ready for us. I always like a little bit of garnish on there, so we're going to put just a little bit of chives on there, right out of the garden. So nice, so pretty, so flavorful. And then, if you enjoy bacon, this is the time. Just like that. Well, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else that I can share with you except the bite. So let's take a look. There's some potato, some corn, some bacon, some chives. I really think that that is like the most wonderful autumn, winter soup that you can make. It is really good, you guys. So I'll list the ingredients below. So be sure you look down there so you'll know how to make it. The only thing that well, I don't think I added any. Oh yes, I think I added a little bit more chicken stock because I thought it was a little bit too thick. Other than that, the recipe is complete. So come back, play with me in the kitchen. Love it when you're here, and enjoy your fall chowder. So thumbs up, subscribe if you can, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.